Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome. I am Hasiem Ayele Kembui. I am an associate professor at the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University in the College of Education within the Department of Educational Leadership and Counseling. I must say that I am a little early. By that, I plan to release my book, The Definitions, Africentricity, Afrocentricity, African-centered, Afrocentric, Africentric Pan Africanism, next month into the new year, 2022. What I have done in the past when I release a book is that I have also uploaded a YouTube video that provides a brief synopsis of the book. However, I wanted to do something different this time around. I have been looking at different ways to deliver online content. In general, as many of you know, with the delivery of content online, there are many different formats. For example, online lecture formats, which relate to workshops, interviews, and other recorded lectures, which is something that I've been doing primarily. In this way, I've been exploring the different ways to engage you about the theory and content that I write on. To this end, this video will serve as a test run to convey information and explore how to deliver that content online. From what I've seen, everybody is different. And in that same vein, I want to find a way that works best for me. Recently, I was interviewed for another book of mine entitled Reparations, the Africentric Pan African Approach. In the interview, the interviewer asked me, interestingly, Dr. Kambui, why do you write the way that you do? And how do I go about choosing a topic or topics to write on? Well, with the first question, why I write the way I do, in part, that is because that's how I learned to write. And also, too, there is a concept and skill in counseling called immediacy. Immediacy relates to bringing a client to a topic's relevance in the present, or in mental health jargon, the here and now. You see, in the counseling process, there is a range of feelings and emotions that can occur. Depending on your approach with the client, there are also a range of skills that you as a practitioner can draw on to allow them to share their experience. Immediacy is one of those skills that I have found helpful. In effect, I write with that idea in mind. I want to reveal the information that taps into the experience and the emotion and feeling with the reader to enhance self-awareness. As far as a topic that I choose, or topics that I choose to write on, overall, as with many of you, a research topic is based on my experience. In that way, in what I shared with the interviewer, I had academic concerns as an undergraduate student in college. I met an African traditional healer, the late great Dr. Kwabena Fahim Ashanti, which in turn led me to participate in and later co-lead the Africentric Rites of Passage program that I was a part of. Also, as many of you can relate, we all grow, we continue to grow in life. And so in the same way, I continue to learn and grow. In addition, I am going on the record now and sharing more detail about what I choose to write on and the reason why I do so. Let me say in December of 2011, I received my PhD. Upon receiving my PhD, my teacher, as I mentioned, the African traditional healer, the late great Dr. Kwabena Fahim Ashanti, told me to write these books. In this case, I released Afrocentric Education, Public Schools versus Charter Schools. That was my first book I released in 2014. After that, I released Reparations, the Afrocentric Pan African approach. I followed that up with Africentric Pan African Patara Aset, the power of God and religion. And now I'm releasing again into the new year the definitions: Africentricity, Afrocentricity, African-centered, Afrocentric, Africentric, Africentric Pan Africanism. There are also other planned projects. One right now tentatively relates to changing research for the African world, and another one relates to African American student education and African American history. In terms of this current work, again, the definitions: Africentricity, Afrocentricity, African-centered, Afrocentric, Africentric, Africentric Pan Africanism. Again, I want to go back to my undergraduate and graduate school experience, and particularly my master's thesis and doctoral dissertation. For those of you listening and may not know what a thesis or dissertation is, both refer to research projects that you must complete to earn either your master's or PhD. Now, not all master's degrees require a thesis to be completed to be awarded a master's degree. However, suppose you go on to pursue doctoral studies. If you have not completed a thesis at the master's degree level, you will be required to complete a thesis and doctoral dissertation to be awarded your PhD. Also, each discipline is different in terms of the structure of the research project. And two, that can also depend on the particular research methodology, plan, or procedure you use to go about conducting your research. In general, the idea for the research project, the thesis and/or dissertation, is to demonstrate your understanding of research methodology. In essence, this process and the graduate school experience is a ritual in academia. That discussion, though, is for another time.